Hello, everyone. Welcome to Storm King's Thunder, Big Boy Season, Episode 2. Woo! Thank you. I am your Dungeon Master, Matthew Foreman, and we are joined by the loveliest cast of players this side of the Nexus. Who would like to introduce themselves?
Hi, I'm Skylar. You guys probably know me as Casanova.
And you're playing?
Oh, and I'm playing Lucius Cavalieri's a bard.
Next.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am Tom, otherwise known as Tom Stir, and I play Kaiser, the fighter.
All right.
Wow.
Ooh, true. Got bars already.
Bars.
Hi, my name is Kuroan. I play Zane Korakai, the tiefling sorcerer.
Hi, I'm May, maybe Buzz, and I play an Aasimar Druid.
Very, very exciting. I'm stalling. I forgot to set up the overlay as I do every week. How many? There's 5 of you. Yeah, I got you on here.
All right,
We didn't do Faye. We didn't do Faye.
Oh, Faye, go ahead, Faye. You could tell how much I was paying attention.
I'm Faye. I play Aubrey Hoffa. She is the artificer.
Holy
Sounds
shit.
good.
Thumbs up.
Okay, great. So when we last left, how would you? I never failed to ask. Would you guys like me to do the recap? Do you want to do it together? How would you like to do this? How do you guys usually do recaps?
I'm usually wrong, so
Usually I ask my players to do a recap, and then they're always wrong. So it might be better.
Oh,
I mean, Tom's recaps are usually pretty fire. So
they're wrong, but they're entertaining. So
Oh, I am happy to let you do it.
Let's get a Tomster recap in here real
let's,
quick.
Let's get it.
Ooh, let's
I'll
go.
just
all right, let's look at the notes here.
hit us with it.
Walking to Nightstone, Sea Town in turmoil, Sis Guard and Lady. Guard's name was Gavin. Lady's name was Anna. Help guards liberate city. I know that most of the townspeople are either held up in a castle or taken into the hills. Enter castle, meet Lady of Castle. She's currently Lady of Castle due to passing of Lady Valrosa Nandar, who had no hairs, so she became Lady of the Castle.
No hairs.
Heirs! You know what I said!
Her
you
baldness,
said
her
no
baldness was
hairs.
not
No
linked to
hairs,
heredity, but okay.
So goblins and wargs were there. They attacked due to the goblins presumably taking the Nightstone, and so they attacked out of mere opportunity. Find out Nightstone was a magical artifact toward dragoons. There's a lot of people we have missing, like Daphne and Esper,
Shaggy and Scoob.
Shaggy and Scoob for sure.
Does Critical Role know about you?
Yeah, I've gotten some few PMs, but trying to keep it low key.
Oh, that is good enough for me. Yeah, they they laid into the town of Nightstone, rescued it, met with Lady Fury, and were well received. They learned that the vulnerable townspeople, some of them were taken into the hills, not quite into the forest, and we entered the session with a interesting dream sequence. We began with the party awaking in the Nandar Keep. You could smell the kind of the smoked meats and smoked and salted meats, some maybe even some fried vegetables, and the smell of fresh baked bread emitting from the hearth fire within the castle. The smell of breakfast greets your nostrils. What do you wish to do?
I will descend the stairs. I think we were upstairs. I think we were up some stairs.
Sure.
Go down. Head down into the keep.
We
I
will
would-
go try to find food.
Duly follow.
Alrighty.
Are there any servants walking around this keep?
There are. Oh my god, I don't have my glasses. Yes, there are.
Okay, okay.
Not many, but there are.
Noted.
Okay.
We'll also get ready and then follow downstairs.
All right, May, are you going downstairs as well? Excuse me, Alyssa, are you going downstairs as well?
I am. She's very hungry.
Alrighty.
The warg wasn't enough. Need some more food now.
I had a super vivid. I had a super crazy dreams. It always makes me hungry.
Alrighty. So you guys enter into the hearth kind of local greeting area, which has now been cleared out more. That the people have been able to exit the castle through the Aubrey and someone else's makeshift bridge. You could see it is a fair accompaniment of the local movers and shakers, those who remain. You'd see Lady or Fury at the table. You see a kind of shorter auburn hair woman that you didn't quite meet before. She is wearing dark leathers. She has a hand crossbow and a short sword and a dagger on her. And you see a few of the other local figures that you had met before. You are greeted warmly as you sit down at the table, and conversation begins. What do you say? Lady Fury, Lady Fury will ask, "Did you all sleep well?"
Yes.
No.
Go ahead.
I had crazy dreams last night, guys.
Oh,
It was
really?
It was
wild.
probably from the warg. You
Why
know?
would it be? Why?
Because you ate a warg?
Are they poisonous?
Are they known to give you dreams, Kaiser? Is this something you've read on?
As I'm sure they're not the normal, like beasts or animals, so it is safe to not safe to assume, but you could assume that tainted meat could, derive hallucinations and the such.
Ugh.
And what was your dream about, Alyssa? Regale us of the tale.
There was like this person, and they brought me to all these other people, and like some of them were like all like mysterious and dark, and they had total emo aesthetic, and then the other ones had all like beautiful colors and they looked like pretty birds, and it was like jewel tones, and then I had to pick where I wanted to sit.
So you were at like a party then?
Yeah. I wish I could have been at a party. I've never been to a party before.
That
Have
sounds lovely.
Have you ever had dreams like this before?
Usually my dreams are pretty realistic. Like I always feel like I'm there.
Ah,
And then sometimes it's like I can hear things in my dreams.
like not normal things, or
Like voices that like don't come from anywhere.
this is intriguing.
Totally.
Hmm.
What about your dreams? How did you sleep?
I had dreams of Zom, of Miraba, of my families there.
Do you always dream of home?
Since I have been away from it, I tend to dream of home, yes. I have not left but for a couple of days before, but now I've been away from home for some time now, so.
I wonder if I'll dream of home when like I haven't been there for a long time.
Perhaps so.
Where is your home, Alyssa? Asks Lady Fury.
They're in the woods.
Oh, like the high forest in the to the east of the frontier?
Maybe. All I remember is the Druid Grove, and then I left and I just started walking, and then I found a town.
Oh, very adventurous. The woman in dark leather speaks up. She says, that is rather adventurous. It's admirable. I didn't get the chance to introduce myself earlier. I am Kella Darkhope. I am the, I assist with matters in trade and information here at the, in Nightstone. Kind of like a liaison.
Was it Kella Darkhope?
Yes,
Okay.
Kella Darkhope. Yeah, that's my name.
It is a pleasure to meet you. Okay, Zane will extend a hand,
She shakes your hand.
do a little bow, like stand up and do a little bow after, sit back down.
Lucius will. Well, it's lovely to meet you. Love your hair. Nice shade. And he like, she has his own as well because it's auburn as well. And
I like yours a fair bit more. It's more vibrant. But I'm sure you're used to being complimented.
of course, but I love it all the same. Thank you.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
Zane will ask, and so what was it that you did again? You said you were the liaison? To...
Oh, yeah, yes. I'm sorry. I'm a little hard of hearing. Sorry. I am a liaison to different nobles. I was the one who sent the message to Waterdeep, and so that's kind of my job.
And the message was not received with much importance, as I understand.
We sent it to the current open lord. Whether or not the masked lords deliberated or whatnot, we cannot say. But I believe that they will return. I mean, there is a lot going on in the world right now, so it is always hard for the lords to pay attention to even a suburb such as Nightstone, a mere 60 miles away.
Do you travel far at all? Have you been up north?
I have been up north in my time. I have traveled a good bit of the land.
Huh.
And you said you were from...
I'm from Miraba,
Oh,
far to the north.
that must be where you learned to be so well credentialed.
Of course, I learned a great many of things there.
She kind of looks at you, kind of reading you a little bit. So you're a noble from Mirabar.
Yes, from the Korakai family.
Wealthy and great is the House of Korakai. It's an honor to have you in the keep, I'm sure Lady Fury has said.
Of course, and it is the honor to be here as well.
She returns to eating her food.
So I suppose we were deliberating what we should go and accomplish Tuesday. It was to try to track down the rest of the goblins in the hills, or something else. I know, Kaiser, you said you had something on your mind with what to do.
I believe the going to save the people that are, stuck in the hills being taken by the goblins would be, best thing to do in the current
course.
situation.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, we can't just leave them there. The goblins are mean.
Yes, of course. I don't think we should allow them to stay out there much longer.
So, like, we're leaving now?
I'm down.
Do we have an idea of where they may have been taken or gone? I'll ask Lady Fury.
Thank you, Tarzan Tank, for subscribing. Woo, woo, woo.
Hog.
That's what Lady Fury says. She also says to remind everyone that they can subscribe with Twitch Prime.
There you go.
Lady Fury. She's got the
She's
the
a promoter.
hookup.
Yeah, she's a promoter. That one. No, She says, well, the goblins are a known quantity, as are orcs, not too far from here as well, more towards the east. The goblins make their, they root out their nest in the hills, and the old cavern systems, which used to be mines and various other resources here to the northwest. I imagine they were taken into there.
Well, I suppose that's where we'll head then, yes?
I wouldn't want you to injure your, risk your lives, so I appreciate your heroics, but I couldn't. It would not befit the name of Nightstone if you were to venture into the keep venture into the hills without proper assurances and recompense.
Of course, of course. What is it that the great city of the Nightstone can offer us?
Well, I can at least give you some some seed money in your little venture. I can offer, for starters, 150 gold to start your adventure.
So I think this would be very well received, and we will put the money to good use on our adventure out.
Good. I will get that ready here in a moment. And upon your return, we can, if you reclaim any of the items taken from the city, we can perhaps sift through them for proper reward and distribution.
Of course, this sounds quite reasonable to me. The rest of you?
Sounds fair.
Yes. I believe this could be a mutually beneficial zeal. Yes.
Good. It's just at that moment there's a door that opens, and a kind of small servant boy comes in and whispers into Kella Darkhope's ear. My lady Fury and fair guests, it appears that we have some people at the gate. You raised the drawbridge earlier, so they cannot enter. We should probably see. It appears to be an accompaniment from Waterdeep, so we should see.
Suppose we'll go out to meet them then, yes?
That would be great. Lady Fury, would you like to come? Lady Fury says, I'm going to prepare the gift and the gold, and make the arrangements for their departure. Lady Fury stands up from the table and bids you adieu, and Kella Darkhope will now take you to the gates, if you so choose.
Sure.
Sounds Gucci.
Yeah, we'll walk with her.
On your way to the gate, Kella Darkhope just kind of makes some small talk. She says, it is a rare thing for 5 capable people to wander into town, not only to save us from our lot in life, but then to turn around and offer to help us even more. It's really quite extraordinary. Have you all been doing this long?
No, but I've been in the trade of spreading joy across the world for quite a while at this point, and I figure why not add alternative methods of spreading said joy.
Spreading joy, that's interesting. And Mr. Lucius, where are you from?
Well, Waterdeep originally.
That's nice. What did your parents do for a profession?
Well, my parents were merchants, so they traveled around quite a bit. They've been all over.
Oh, wonderful. That's wonderful. She says, as she approaches the gatehouse of the two gatehouses that control the drawbridge and the portcullis, she looks out. You guys see the scene you see before you all is quite impressive. There is what appears to be any number of men on riding horses, wearing leathers, having shields on their backs, swords, and look to be an armed accompaniment of both men and women. And they are led by a handsome figure with tan skin, dark hair, green eyes, and well-muscled build. He stands at the front of this phalanx of riding horses and soldiers, and men and women. And he speaks out. You guys can see him. Whether you choose, where do you choose to stand? On the other side of the gap, or on top of one of the gatehouses?
Other side of the gap, I would assume.
Yeah, I think other side of the gap.
All right. He speaks out. He says, hello, gentle men, women, and townspeople. I received your missive a few nights ago, and am here to offer the town of Nightstone assistance.
He's a little late.
Yes, Alyssa, I know. Well, it seems as though the invasion of goblins has been subsided. We got here in time to stop it. But there could be some more service you could offer this city.
Stopped it? Is this the case? That is impressive.
Yeah, I ate one of the wargs.
Oh!
She did do that.
And then I think it made me sick.
That's very spirited of you. I am happy to know that the town of Nightstone has repelled the goblin menace. But the missive that I received actually talked about a giant attack as well. Were you so powerful that you repelled the cloud giants?
They were gone before we got here.
Ah. Well then, it seems we have both missed an opportunity. Well, if you lower the drawbridge and allow us entry, we can help with the rebuilding and fortifications of your fair city.
Alright, who was with us? Was it was Kella? Okay.
Hellos.
What is Kella?
What is she?
Yeah.
She is a dwarf.
Okay.
Turn to Kella and say, is this satisfactory for Nightstone? Is this what you are looking for?
She looks out. She says, yeah, it's terrific that the Lords actually sent some people.
Alright then.
We'll need, with the lot of you gone and our town guards, some of our guards being captured, we will need some decent men to defend this city.
Sounds good then.
All right. Shall we lower the drawbridge?
Of course.
Sounds fair. I'll
I believe so, yes.
be on one side.
Okay. So the drawbridge and the porticos, and the several riders and the Mr. Alessander enter. Gallop after gallop, the horses enter and kind of do a circle around the town square before dispersing. This strapping captain descends from his horse and approaches Aubrey. My name is Zokin Alessander.
So Aubrey has been tinkering with her crossbow this entire time, so she's a little bit distracted and doesn't hear him right away.
Okay. My name is Zokin Alessander. He repeats himself and outstretches a hand.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I was busy tending to something. I had a bit of a breakthrough this morning. So what was your name again?
Zokin Alessander. And your name?
Oh, my name is Aubrey Hopper. Nice to meet you. Sorry, I get caught up in my work sometimes.
No, I approached you because I assumed from your your single focus, you were the brains of the operation.
Oh, well. Sometimes.
And he greets each and every one of you. So, tell me the state of it. You repelled the goblin attack, and how are the men? How are the spirits of the townspeople?
Overall, I would say on the low side, as the reigning, ruler here was slain in the conquest.
Lady Nandar is dead.
Unfortunately, yes, this is the case.
You see him shoot a look over to Kella Darkhope. That is unfortunate. Shall we have a drink in the tavern?
We don't have time.
Can I make an insight check? He shot a look at Kella. Does it seem like he knows her?
Roll insight.
Oh no. Oh no, Matthew.
16 plus 3, 19.
Let's find out. He appears to know Kella Darkhope.
Okay.
He says, you don't have time. Are you off so soon after being liberating heroes?
Yes, we are gonna continue this hot streak. And we're gonna go to the hills to save some of the local villagers that were taken.
Oh. Well, perhaps should we accompany you to the hills, some of our men?
I believe that would be fine, right?
Yeah, are you gonna come with?
Oh, you're 15.
Now whispered, she's 15.
Are you just gonna whisper that?
Bro, she's 15. He'll look at you and be like, yeah, well, I actually don't know if I will come with or not. We should calculate the logistics. That's why I suggest we all have a pint together, get to know each other a little bit better.
Sure. I suppose we could maybe take a few minutes before we head out now, couldn't we, Kaiser?
I suppose.
We could
What?
totally take a few minutes.
Kella,
Now,
Yikes.
Kella, you sent for them specifically then, yes?
she says, no, as you may know, the Lords of Waterdeep are all hidden, so any address must be sent to the Open Lord. And then they deliberate, and I guess these were the fair people they decided to send to our town. It's quite the accompaniment. There are maybe like a dozen warriors accompanying this Zolkin.
Oh, okay.
So I consider it fateful.
However many men you think you can spare would be very appreciated with our efforts.
So he leads you guys into a tavern, Nightstone Inn, if you don't mind. With your consent.
Lucius will follow along here.
All right. So, with the ancestral lord, Lady Nandar, he kind of kicks back. You can see this man is incredibly confident. He is an older man, approaching probably 50 years old, with some scars, but he is well armored, incredibly fit, and is quite suave. I worry about the fate of the town with Lady Nandar dead. She has no heir. Or hair, as they pronounce it in the south.
Yes, yeah. It's really interesting timing you guys arriving now. It's unfortunate that... But what can be helped with the messages taking so long, yes? But the message was just sent out yesterday. You guys actually did arrive quite quickly.
I mean, we were actually lucky enough to be the first ones to receive the message.
Oh, it's interesting.
Well, I can tell you one thing. It's not like the Hoppers are on their way to do justice as much as they boast about being the do-gooders that they are.
No, but who does that make you, if not the Harpers?
We are just an industrious band of adventurers, not unlike yourselves.
Oh, I see.
Were you adventuring before this?
Not my lady. Madam, I have been on many adventures, I promise you.
What was your most recent adventure? Tell me all about it.
Unfortunately, I can't. It's a secret.
Remember, bro, she's 15.
And how exactly is it that you know Kella? I smirk at him as I...
Oh, clever. Yes, well, Kella and I have met on occasion. He sits forward. As you understand it, she is kind of the lady of missives around here and information, and I of course, require information about the hinterlands here. So we've spoken on an occasion. It's good to see you again, Kella.
Oh my god, are you guys dating?
I have asked, and you can see he is actually a half elf. And he says, well, I've asked for her hand and courted her on many occasions, but she has rejected me every time. And all the men that are kind of standing around kind of look the other way and look down at the floor. That's all right, though. Plenty of fish in the sea.
I see. Intriguing. Yes. Huh.
So you said you are part of sort of bands of adventurers, but you are stationed in Waterdeep or not?
No, we are definitely stationed in Waterdeep.
I don't trust this guy like
What
at all right now.
What an insight check that one.
Go ahead and roll insight. I love this.
I just
You have no
there's
idea.
something really off about this guy.
You guys have no idea.
18.
Actually, 18. Oh god, that sounded terrible. Yeah, he is alluding to something. He is feeling some people out in this group. You can tell.
I'm sorry, repeat that. What did I get?
He is feeling some people out in this group. He is laying something down and he's seeing if anyone picks it up.
Okay. All right.
So, yes, I am part of a rather well-established network in Waterdeep.
Oh, yeah.
Does he have any symbols on him?
Roll
Could be,
perception.
like, recognizable. Natural 20.
No, you're pogging. I'm DMing for Faker. Hello. On his neck, it's very, very small and slight. You see the symbol right here. You see this very small flying snake.
Oh, I know exactly what that is. Okay. All right.
He looks at you. He says, I work for a very established and adventuring network in Waterdeep, and we were the first ones to intercept the message. Gladly. No time for deliberation with this kind of thing happening so close to Waterdeep.
What is the name of this network?
Well, now, we have had a few recent public relations blunders, which has given us something of a sour reputation. I hope you won't judge me.
Well, yeah, I mean, calling the Zentrum an adventuring party is definitely one way to put it.
Yes, I am, in fact, a member of the Zentarum.
The Zentarum. I have not had the pleasure of being informed about them.
We are an innovative logistics solutions group.
Now, here's the deal. I don't really claim to be on a higher moral standard. I don't have a problem with you in particular, but I am curious as to what you're doing here in Nightstone.
I had received a missive that a town was in danger, and I came to help. That is what I am doing in Nightstone.
Is that all?
Well, since you are asking, Kella Darkhope kind of looks around a little bit. We have had our eye on Nightstone for quite some time. And we have waited an opportunity to reinvent this kind of sleepy suburban community into a real force of innovation and industry. Something to kind of maximize its outputs, if you catch my meaning. So, with Lady Nandor dead, the laws of the land stipulate that some form of an election should be held. We have a few ideas about who might rightfully succeed that election. And I'm sure you do too, and I'm hoping we can work together.
In this town, this area, generally, who is allowed to vote in this election? Just people from Nightstone itself, or others in the area?
He looks at you. Landowners are allowed to vote.
Of course.
Who, and do you have thoughts about who might succeed?
Well, it seems the people would see Lady Fury.
Nothing wrong with that. She's fast, stalwart, a capable warrior. But I'm not so sure she's forward-thinking enough. Not so sure she understands the forces that could be risen in Nightstone to give it most maximum output.
Yes, you speak of this innovation.
Yes.
It's like you are very well versed in it. And so, what are your plans for innovation in this town?
Well, Nightstone is uniquely situated for a number of reasons. It is near the Ardeep Forest, which provides fantastic cover against scrying magic. It is near a fresh water source, and it is the best. It is the best river port this side of Waterdeep. It's not as close to the untamed lands of Daggerford, and it is not. It is less regulated than Waterdeep's ports are. One can access the great seas to the west without needing to go through all that red tape and the unnecessary and intrusive watchful eyes of the town guard. A great many things could be moved through this town, if that were the case. Razor dust, and he looks at Zane. Fairy's potion.
Kaiser's like not even in this conversation right now. He's staring at the door, ready to go.
As you bring up definitely innovative points of what could be done with the area, you have an air of progressiveness about you. Very much want to get things done.
Yes.
That is an admirable quality.
Thank you.
But forgive my ignorance once again. When would some election be hosted?
Oh, all we require is a quorum. Enough lords and ladies representing the remaining population to call a vote, and we can have one.
Well, I suppose that could come once we've saved any survivors from the hills.
Why, that is admirable, Mr. Lucius. The current population of Nightstone is low. Therefore, the representative numbers are even lower. So we could perhaps hold a quorum with the remaining lords right now.
There it is.
Kella, do you know if there are any lords that were taken by the goblins?
Yes, a lot of the heads of the families. There's not that many left. So between
yeah.
me and a few of the other people you saw at the table, we could have a quorum.
And does Kella have a Zentrum tattoo as well?
Roll perception.
Okay. Natural 1.
She's so clean.
Well, it would seem that there are quite a amount of missing lords to participate in said vote. I know you wish to do things very efficiently, but I believe that it should be done in a just manner. Don't you think?
Just for whom?
Just for the people of Nightstone, the ones who have resided here their whole lives, ones who would have the most right to what's the say of what goes on in their town.
You can see there's a kind of shuffling behind you. You can see his face hardens a little bit.
Or would this be an issue for you, Mr. Alexander?
It is a bit of a sticking point, darling. We are not trying to dilly-dally in old traditions that don't serve the modern man any good. There's money to be made here. I promise a quick turnaround for all of you. What's Lady Fury giving you for your services?
I'm not willing to negotiate our deals with Lady Fury. I apologize.
There's some more shuffling. So Certainly we can come to some kind of arrangement.
Do you not believe you can convince the people of Nightstone that whatever your aims are, that they are for the best of Nightstone?
Oh, I can. I can convince the lords that are remaining.
But not the others.
No. The Summer Hawks and the Hooter Dooters and all the others are quite stuck in their ways. They're farmers. They don't understand the location that this could be. We could move so much product through this town. Certainly some of you have an interest in that. And he's going to put some drugs on the table.
What's that?
This, my darling, is what's known as razor dust.
And what do you do with it?
Oh, God, our character is literally 15.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that.
I told
But
him.
we do.
I said,
I don't want to...
I'm getting my card ready.
May, why did you do this to us?
I don't know why she did. She didn't do it to you. She did it to herself.
The horny, drug-using teenager. Here we go, folks. Yep. Lines and veils. Okay. Well, you can sniff it a little bit at a time, and it has some elating effects.
You should do it first to show me how.
I would hold off on this, Alyssa, for we have tasks to complete. These are... Zane looks a little kind of flustered with everything that's going on. You are quite brazen to so openly demonstrates what you are offering.
I want to be honest. I have no interest in deceiving people and working with me.
Who do you pledge your allegiance to? It was the Zentarum?
The Zentarum, the Black Network.
Oh, what was that? No, please continue.
The Black Network, the Zentarum.
Oh, there was a specific lord you were trying to mention, so...
The memory slips my mind.
Oh, does it now?
That is quite unfortunate.
Look at you all. You're so young. Well, some of you are so young. Certainly you've been... Certainly you see the opportunity here.
I also see what Razor does to people. And it makes me feel that maybe the people of this town are not your interest at all. And you want to step all over them.
I don't think in terms of people and antiquated notions of society. I think in the real deal. Money, product, cost, probability.
So you want to sacrifice all these heads of house and let them just perish at the hands of the goblins? Well, you have your election here.
No, Sir Lucius. I'm not a barbarian. Those are valuable customers we could have. We just simply hold the election and then rescue the townspeople.
Excuse me, Mr. Alexander, but Lady Darkhope, may I have a word?
Of course. She stands up.
Outside.
Yes.
So.
Oh, outside?
Is yes.
Sure.
Zane will go to walk out of the tavern.
You can see her hands are resting at her. One hand is resting on one of her weapons. She just stands there crossed-armed.
All right. Also, what is the stigma of drugs and stuff like razor dust? How illegal is it, and then how do people feel about it?
It is. It is criminalized. It is illegal. Some drugs are not, but razor dust is definitely illegal. That's a hard drug.
Okay.
But you can get some elvish leaf and stuff like that. But the harder stuff, you can even get some things like Jin's breath and things like that. But the harder drugs like razor dust, black ichor, things like that. That stuff is all outlawed, criminalized.
Okay. When I get outside with Kella, say, am I correct in assuming that you would not want this man here in Nightstone?
She looks at you. I want Nightstone to be safe and prosperous. I'm loyal to the city, not to any one person.
And you couldn't feel that this man would be beneficial to your city, so brazenly discussing criminal, illegal things with you, the blatant misuse and the blatant taking advantage of your people?
Well, I think people should be free to do what they wish, including drugs, as long as they have the coin to pay for it.
Even ones such as razor dust, illegal ones?
Yes, Mr. Korakai.
Then perhaps I have come to the wrong place, Miss Darkhope. Zane will walk back inside.
Okay.
Meanwhile, inside, I'm just giving, instead of my normal demeanor of a smile and charming look, there is just a dead-eyed stare as soon as he put that stuff on the table directly at this man.
He says, and you can see as Zane walks back in, you guys hear a sound at the door. He looks over. It's a shame we couldn't work together. And all the men start pulling out their weapons. I need
Wait.
Shh. They all look at you for a moment.
I mean, if you guys are just so set, we can just leave.
I'm afraid not, darling. I've put too many cards on the table to let you live. I need everyone to roll initiative.
How many of them are there?
There's quite a few.
Quite a few, okay.
Oh.
Dun, 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 dun. It's a pretty good roll.
Pogging.
That's pretty decent.
Okay.
And we'll say this one right here. So I'll get y'all situated here on this map.
Aubrey's just sitting there working on stuff, and suddenly we're in combat. What the heck?
Yeah, I didn't even want to be here. I thought we should just go. But here we are.
That's right. That's D&D for you.
Mm-hmm. We just had to kick the hornet's nest, and now we're in the fire. That's how the saying goes.
That's right. That's right.
Yep.
Do I have a Lucius? I forgot you, Lucius. Oh, precious little
Just
Lucius.
forget Lucius like that.
Oh no.
So, I'm gonna kind of put Aubrey kind of over here. Kaiser, you kind of said you were off and away. I'm gonna put Lucius, Alyssa, and Zane at the table.
Okay.
The rest of you are kind of off to the side since you were disinterested.
Zayden wouldn't have went all the way back to the table, just walk
That's right.
inside and go to make a...
Yeah, I think Alyssa and I were seated at the table for sure.
Perfect.
Across. So.
Okay, bring these guys to the front. He was definitely there. Boop, 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 boop. I'm so used to playing with amoral assholes, I really thought you guys would take the deal!
We're mostly not amoral assholes, Big Pog. For the
We
most
actually,
part.
usually there's a lot of immoral assholes in our group, so it's interesting.
I think this is
Yeah.
the first lawful character I've ever played.
We've
so-
ever.
I honestly, it's really neat.
Huh?
I admire the roleplay.
Usually
We'll
it's
say
a
one or
murder
two.
hobo campaign.
You guys are usually murder hobo, cool. We'll say two of them were stationed outside.
Alright.
Alright, Kella's outside. She's barricaded the door. Oh my god. It's tight quarters, that's what I'll say. So let's just look at this map real quick. So you guys are all indoors. We'll say there are roughly windows and such. You could probably escape out of willy-nilly. Oh shit, this encounter. You know what? Let me go get my thing. I need to buy a whiteboard for home use. Priority Studio.
Why is everybody drawing weapons? What's going on?
Aubrey's oblivious. She's focused on her crossbow.
I'm having a breakthrough over here.
Once they start pulling their weapons, I kind of look towards Lucius, and I assume he gives me a look back, and it's just like sigh.
That's right. 1 second. Let me get the initiative thing set up. I'm terrible for not having this set up, but you know, we all disappoint one another eventually, don't we?
Jinkies.
25 to 20.
25.
Look at you.
Wow.
Actually, yeah, he's faker. I can't believe you guys have me saying this stupid shit.
Actual faker. It's okay.
2015.
15.
The beautiful Lucius. 1510.
14.
Aubrey! Ms. Aubrey Harbaugh.
13.
Thanks, Zane.
And May, what you got?
10 to 5. 5 to 0.
6.
Alyssa. And then... Ah! Left to right. Mr. Captain. Okay. And then... Oh, they are rolling like shit.
How unfortunate. So sad.
That's right. And then 2 more. Gonna name these guys. Okay. And then Kella. All right, top of the round, Kai. They start to draw weapons, and you immediately, with your alert feet, just like spring to life. What are you doing?
All right, so how many do I see in my direct vicinity here in this tavern?
You in your direct vicinity, there, within this tavern, there is the Zolkin, and 4 other bandits, and you know that Kella is outside, and you hear a thump thump at the door.
Okay. I will I'll sigh as I look at Lucius, and then just for safety, I'll use the potion of heroism.
Oh shit!
No. Bringing out the big guns already.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And then, since that was an action, I'll use action, sir. Wait, what's up?
It's a bonus action to drink potions.
Oh, it's a bonus action? Okay.
For my system. Yep.
Okay.
I like that rule. Good rule.
Yep. So now you can use your action to kill people.
Right.
Yay!
Seems good.
Murder!
So I know there's a big table somewhere. I don't know exactly where it is.
Yeah, sure. There's a table.
It'd be like right here, Tom.
Okay, so that's where the table is?
We're seated across from him, so it's like in that area.
Okay. I will move here then, and then I will engage with little Jeremy right there.
All right. You are affected by Bless, which means you add a D4 to your attacks and ability checks because of the potion of heroism.
Big Pog. Okay.
And you have 10 temporary hit points.
So what is that? It's 11 to hit, or no, 17 to hit. Sorry.
Yeah, there we go.
Math.
It's 17 hits.
Okay. Okay. And then sword is D8. Where are D8s? That's a D10. I have to check how many sides there were. Oh, okay. That's 11 damage.
11 damage. Holy shit. So with what kind of weapon do you wield?
I use longsword.
Longsword. You do an upswing on him, and you just cleave the guy. He goes down. Holy shit.
Jeez.
Actual polar opposite from yesterday beginning.
Imagine missing.
Who would
Missing and getting one shot. Big pog.
That was your entire experience. Oh, holy shit. Is that your turn, buddy?
Yeah.
All right.
My turn. Actually, I'll move right here if that's okay. But other than that, it's my turn.
Oh. Good job, Matt. Good job. So at initiative count 18. Right? Did someone have an 18 in this party?
I had a 15.
You had a 15. So at initiative count 18, Zolian's gonna go. I wrote 18 down and I had Zolian underneath.
Okay.
And I was trying to. He just kicks up. Whoof! And you can see he is quite capable. He is going to rush forward. He says, "You really should have taken the deal. You're young. It's not the worst mistake you'll ever make, but it'll be your last." And he's going to make 3 attacks onto Lucius. You'll start with Lucius. Scimitar.
We'll see where he goes from there.
Miss.
Okay.
With an 8. And then 23 to hit.
Of course, hits.
You take 6 points of slashing damage from a scimitar.
Okay.
Hey,
Then he will use his offhand strike with a dagger. 21 to hit.
Hits.
Yep. You take 5 points of piercing damage from the dagger, so he sticks you in the kidney with it.
Okay.
All right. Lucius, it's your turn.
So I, try and push away, and then I'll say, "You bring this razor dust, it causes sorrow and pain. But I'll have you know, we'll be your bane." And I cast Bane on the 3 in front of me. Just like dark energy comes out from the loot that's currently on my back. It just like pulls from it and comes out to the 3 in front, and they need charisma saving throws, I
They
believe.
sure do. The one in the top gets a natural 20.
Okay.
The band Zolkian gets a 10.
Okay,
So
he fails.
fails. Yeah. And then the guy in the bottom gets an 18.
Okay, so 2 success, but middle guy fails, so he has to subtract a d4 from attack rolls and saving throws.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then
you're welcome to roll that, or I can. It's up to you.
okay, I think you can just roll it when you're doing your rolls. Okay, and then for my bonus action, I'll pull out the loot and start playing, and I'll turn to Kaiser, and I'll go, "Tell me something, Kai. Are you happy trying to fight this fight? Can you make it right? Or is there something else to light your fire? I'm falling. In all the good times I find myself longing for change. And in the bad times I fear myself." Alright.
Perfect.
My bardic inspiration.
Pog.
Good
What
job,
is that right
Cass.
now? Is that D8 or
Then,
D6?
D6.
Okay.
And then that's gonna be my turn, because if I move away I'm gonna get
2
messed
attacks.
up. Yeah, so I will stay there.
Alrighty. So she has barred the door, and she is going to. So how would it make sense? So Kella is going to smash out a window. She's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then bonus action dash 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There's a 70. We'll say the window's here. So she smashes out a window with her object interaction, and she's going to take a crossbow shot at you, Zane.
Okay.
Yeah. 19 on the die, which a total of 23.
Yeah.
You are not within 5... Oh, you are within 5 feet of a enemy, so she gets sneak attack on you. You take 6 points of... Excuse me. You take 12 points of piercing damage.
Hmm.
Can we go with the 6 instead?
So, it strikes into you. She says, you really should have taken the deal. Aubrey, it's your turn, boss.
Well, this turn is quite a mess, but thankfully I just finished what I was working on. And first, I will bonus action cast Arcane Weapon on my crossbow, which I have in hand as I was working on it. So.
Yes.
And then seeing a guy slapping Lucius with some blades, she'll take a shot at him, which is +6 with that, actually. Ooh, does not hit. That was an 8.
Sorry, I don't have the roll 20. So an 8 versus... Yeah, it doesn't hit anyone. Okay, so it flies.
Right.
Is that your turn?
That is me turn, yep.
Zane, yeah. Go, Zane.
Zane, was it Kella who shot Zane?
Yes, yes. Kella.
Zane turns to Kella and says, "If you so brazenly side with these criminals and attack us, then face the wrath of the Korakai." And Zane's eyes flash multiple colors at once and conjures energy from his hands and casts Chaos Bolt at Kella. Ooh, 15 plus 5, 20.
Hit.
Hits. Okay. Let's see what kind of damage it is.
Did you roll doubles on the d8s?
I did not. Rolled a 7 and a 3.
Shit.
So... psychic damage is what this ball of chaos will take form into, and she'll take 12 points of psychic damage.
So as you kind of conjure this a chaotic force, you're not quite sure what it'll look like when it ends, and it just streaks off into a brilliant blast of purple energy and slams into her forehead, and you can see her racked with pain.
Alright.
That your turn?
Yes.
It is a bandit's turn. So based on... Okay. So I will say one next to Lucius is going to go. The one up top. I'm going to make an attack against you, Lucius. Misses! Eat shit!
Oof. Okay.
And it's another bandit's turn. One of them is going to look at Alyssa and step up and swing.
Oh, square up.
14 to hit you.
Hit.
Let me double check that. No, 13 to hit you.
Hit still.
Okay, you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
That guy's dead for sure.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Zingering Alyssa.
Oh
doesn't-
god, she's gonna eat him.
He doesn't know he does not know who he's fucking with.
An actual eater.
God, yeah, an
Watch
actual
out.
god. Alyssa, it's your turn.
Oh
no. I'm going to scream at Mr. Alexander. Isn't that his name? Whatever his name is.
Zolkin, Alessandra.
Zolkin Alessandra. I'm going to say, we could have gotten married. Some boy crazy. And then I'm going to... and infestation the guy who hit me. So it's con 13.
Fails with a 5.
Okay, so then he takes 1d6. Takes 1 point of damage. Cool. And then he goes in... What is 1 again? Let me check what direction that is.
Okay.
He moves north.
All right. He does that
5 feet.
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going to move up here. Boop. It's your action. Did you want to do anything with your bonus action?
Yeah, I'm going to healing word. Lucius. Yeah, I'm gonna healing word, Lucius.
All right. Lucius, okay. 1d4 plus 3.
4, 6.
Ooh.
Nice.
Fuck.
Yeah. Thanks, sweetheart.
So that bandit's gone. That bandit's gone. That one's dead. I'll mark one off. Okay, I marked him off. Alrighty. So after Alyssa's turn, 3 bandits all got 3s on initiative. So here we are. The Kella attacked. That one next to Zane has not gone. So these 3 kind of southern ones haven't gone. These guys will actually just... One will move over here and ready. The other will make his... That's the chimney. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll use active dash. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He ends there, but doesn't quite get to the window. The one next to you, Zane, is going to take a swing at you. 12.
Misses.
Hog.
Nice.
Zane ducks out of the way.
Alrighty. Top of the round, Kaiser.
So many choices. Okay. How does I should have asked before. How does your inspiration work?
You can add 1d6 to, I believe it is
No,
attack rolls.
DM inspire.
Yeah,
the
Matt's inspiration.
yeah.
I don't know what the book says, but I believe you can. I believe it. We just do it as it's a dice, just like Bardic, to any d20 roll. You can add a d6 in this tier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You could also spend it for advantage, I guess. I hear that's a thing that people do. Yeah, I wasn't joking when I said everyone gets advantage inspiration.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I have it added. I just don't. Yeah, I don't know if we've ever used it. So yeah,
No one used it. Yeah.
however you want it to work, if it's advantage or a d6 or whatever.
I think in the book it's usually advantage.
Is
Is
it?
it?
Is it?
Okay.
I never
Yeah.
even read it. I
Okay.
just assumed. We will
It's
say
advantage,
it is
yeah.
advantage, buddy.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. I will. It's a hard choice.
So to set the scene for you, Kella Darkhope just planted a big old fat one into Kaiser.
Right.
Zolkin is advancing on Lucius, cutting him to pieces, and the guy next to you just swung and a miss. So what are you doing?
I would just I'd move to kind of down here. I would take the attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm. He will swing. 16 to hit you.
Does not hit.
Okay. Ting! Swing off your armor.
And I will attack this man, and I'll use my inspiration for advantage
All
on the
right.
attack.
Nice.
Is that plus? Yeah. Okay. So then that would be yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Yep, that
Okay.
hits.
It would just be 20. The 6 was just for the other check. So then I would do. What's that?
You also have your D4 to attacks, not damage. So
Oh, okay. The plus 3. So that'd be just 5 damage. First hit.
alrighty. Cut into him a little bit.
And then I would action surge
Okay.
for another attack.
Yeah.
It's 11.
Add a D4.
Oh, you're correct. And I have his inspiration too. I keep forgetting. Jesus.
You can see where the bless lands first.
Right. And then.
So it's
what's
a
that?
12, but then you have a d6 from me as well.
That you can choose to spend. Yeah.
So it's 15 total.
15 just barely hits.
Oh,
Every little
Insane.
bit counts. Roll your damage, boss.
At 9.
nice.
That hit hurts him quite a bit more, and he just he's still looking pretty healthy.
All right. End my turn.
Alrighty, Kaiser, that is your turn. Zolkian's turn. It's getting interesting. And he is going to show off a bit, and he twirls his weapons around and sticks one at Kaiser, sticks one at Lucius, and then chucks a dagger straight in Alyssa's face.
Okay. He loses a D4 off of each of those.
He
So.
does. So first attack, Lucius, is going to be with the scimitar.
Okay.
14 minus 1 is 13 plus 5 is 18.
Okay, that hits.
Yep. You are going to take 6 points of slashing damage from his scimitar.
Okay.
Down the, we'll do it in this order. Kaiser to the right with his dagger, minus a d4. 14 minus 1 is 13, plus 5 is 18, Kaiser.
Does not hit.
Holy shit! Alright then. And then he, after dashing that dagger forward, he picks it up and just chucks it straight at Alyssa's face. 18 minus 2 plus 5, 21.
You're
Yeah,
muted.
that hits. Yeah, that hits.
5 points of piercing damage as the dagger sticks into you.
Ow.
I need to make a
Con check.
concentration check. I rolled a 10 plus.
You're good.
You just need a 10.
So yeah, I just need a 10, so I'm good.
That is Zolkian's turn. Lucius.
Okay. I guess I will look to the one just in front of me. And I'll say, messing with us is kind of dumb. In your direction, I bite my thumb. And I'll cast Vicious Mockery at the guy in front of me.
Natural 20.
Fuck. Alright.
I'm so
Okay.
sorry, buddy.
No, it's okay.
How
No worries.
Yeah, natural 20.
No
Say
worries.
yeah, alright.
That guy wasn't even Bane, so he's still...
You're good, yeah.
Then you nat 20 on the Bane check too.
Nat 20 the Bane.
That
Guy's a god.
actually
That
faker.
guy's...
Sleeping.
That guy is Faker.
Yeah, literally.
And then I will... Yeah, I'm just gonna have to bonus action healing word on myself. Of this pain I need relieve. This one spell will give me reprieve. And I cast it and give myself a heal of
Gonna pop some Aleve.
pop some relief. I'm gonna roll a d4.
God damn it,
A
Faye.
4 plus my charisma, which is 3, so 7. Heal myself for 7.
Alrighty. Is that your turn, buddy?
Yeah, that's my turn. That's my turn.
So Kella Darkhope gets ready to fire another arrow, and then you hear like a kerfuffle behind her as Gavin appears and goes and swings and is like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?"
Oh,
Bam! Slaps her.
oh Gavin! Let's go!
18 total. And we'll do 6 points of damage to her. You can see she is immediately rocked upside the head, and she turns around and tries to stick Gavin with a dagger. She misses. She will use her bonus action to disengage, and she just floats away from him. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna get out of town.
Let's go, Gavin. Let's go.
Kella's turn.
Gavin with the
Aubrey.
hot assist.
You guys did a good job.
She'll say, guys, dear, if we survive this, I do have something for you, so try to survive, and then I'll take a shot at Mr. Person that everyone else is attacking.
All right, Zolkin.
Yeah. You know what, I'll use inspiration too.
Okay.
So, 24.
That'll hit.
Alright, so that is 1d8 plus 4, and then arcane weapon is 1d6.
Yep.
Doing 1. So 8 piercing, 1 acid damage.
So that just flies into him. That your turn?
Yep.
Alrighty. Zane.
For DM inspiration, do you have to declare that you're using it before or after the roll?
Oh, but you can use it after.
Oh, okay. Kella running, got out of dodge. Zane will turn his focus to the half elf, the Zoken,
All right, Zolkin.
and start conjuring the same sort of fluttering with so many colors, massive energy.
Chaos Bolt.
Chaos Bolt. Not one, so I'm gonna advantage that one.
Yeah, maybe, just maybe.
Good call, good call.
Gonna advantage. Okay, that's a 2, so it misses anyway.
Oh no! Volker's
So, like,
back.
Just like swing this ball of energy like around the other guard, but like overcorrects and swings it back the other way, and it just misses anyway.
Legend is the power of House Korakai. Did you? All right, so that is your action. Did you want to do anything for your bonus action? You have 2 sorcery points right now, and you can convert them into a spell slot if you wish.
I might as well do that now.
Yeah, it's about. I just got done playing a level 2 sorcerer, so
True.
it's the only thing you
Nothing
can.
else to do is sorcery points at that
Yeah.
level. So.
It's the only thing you can do. Unless you have like
My-
a potion, you could drink that. Other than that, those are your bonus action options.
No. Zane will take a moment and from like sort of his chest where there's like gold sort of like scales almost peeking out, they'll start to glow and that golden energy will spread throughout his body, and he'll use a sorcery point to regain a spell slot.
Awesome. Zane. Bandits. Okay, so. Okay, yeah, bandits. So the one next to Lucius is going to try to stick you with a dagger. 19 to hit, buddy.
That will hit.
You're going to take the old 4 points of piercing from a dagger.
All right.
The one beneath you is going to take a swing at Alyssa. 6. And then, Alyssa, it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to infestation, pull another flea out of my hair. Throw it at the guy in front of me.
All right, he has to make a Constitution saving throw. 13. I think
Oh,
that-
you rolled 13?
Yeah, 12 plus 1, yeah, 13.
Okay, then...
I believe that makes it.
Yeah, that makes it.
Alrighty.
And then I will... Healing word myself.
Okay.
Four. Okay. And that's it.
Alrighty, Alyssa. The 3 other bandits are going to go. One of them was attempting to barricade the door. He is instructed by Kella to kind of move around, and he so does. You got to chuck a dagger at Gavin. He hits. Gavin takes 4 points of damage.
Not Gavin.
Gavin, no.
The other bandit is going to move up and misses Gavin.
Pog.
And the other one next to Zane is going to try to stick Zane with the pointy end. 12. That misses, yeah?
This is
Yeah.
Ooh.
Pog.
So, yeah, this
Sidestep again.
Yeah. This real barroom brawl with you and these Zentarum bandits is ensuing, and you can hear some more noises outside. There seems to be shouting and a right proper kerfuffle going on in this town. Kaiser, it's your turn, buddy.
All right. Back, just gonna stick him with the pointy end.
Okay.
Actually, I'm just gonna roll with these dice because I always remember to use the d6. Okay, it's easy. What is that? 19 total.
Hit.
Okay, and then d8. Where are you? D8. Where are? What is that? That's 5 damage.
5 on Mr. Zolkin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That would be the end of my turn.
Alrighty. It's Mr. Zolkin's turn.
Matt, just as a side note, I did roll my concentration check. I rolled an 8 plus 2, so 10. So I should be good for Bane still on him.
Thanks, buddy. So he will now do a series of attacks. He's already thrown one of his daggers, so he's just going to make one attack against Lucius for starters. Nope, eat shit. Second attack against Lucius. Actually, he's going to... Yeah, he's going to keep attacking. Same roll, eat shit. This Bane is working, though. Because that would have been 14 and 14, but instead it's 12.
Oh, they both missed. Oh, yes!
Yeah. Yeah.
Ain't no P.
It is so good. Kaiser, the last dagger attack is 23.
Oh yeah, that is for sure.
24 minus 1. You take the old 5 points of dagger damage.
5 dagger damage. All right.
Yeehaw!
Yeah, partner.
He starts to look around. He has a chimney to his back. You can see he's kind of weighing his options because he sees the town guard and he sees the kind of things going on. He's just gonna think there for a second, and then Lucius, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll look to the main guy here and say, with daggers and swords, you want to peddle your wares. It's with words I use. I'm gonna split hairs. And I cast Vicious Mockery on him as well.
Alrighty. That's Zolkin? Or
Yeah, Zolkin.
he gets a minus d4 to that? No, yeah, 3 minus 2. So yeah,
Okay.
Go ahead.
D4, 1 psychic damage.
And he has
But
disadvantage.
disadvantage on his next attack. Yep.
Yeah. That's your action.
Yeah. I am not going to use a bonus action this turn, actually.
Okay.
I'm gonna just hold fast here.
Alright. Gavin's turn. Gavin is going to square off with the bandit next to him. Oh, I don't know why I'm rolling a d4. That doesn't make any sense. Hello? Gavin does 7 points of damage to the bandit. Slashes out at him.
Go, Gavin.
Gavin Pog.
Kella is going to take the opportunity to attack Gavin. That is going to miss. It's a 4 on the die. So a crossbow bolt shoots and whizzes by. She is going to continue leaving. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's going to use her bonus action to dash.
She's hard ditching.
Actually, hard
I love it, actually.
Yep! Rogues!
Mhm.
Honor among thieves, as it were. Or no honor in this case. Aubrey, it's your turn.
Alright, taking another shot at Mr. Zolkin person.
Okay.
1d20 plus 6. 16.
16. This is with a shot.
Yeah, with
Yep, you hit.
her crossbow.
You hit.
Okay. 28 plus 4 is 9. So 9 piercing and 3 acid damage.
12 points of damage total. That shot fires into him. And he looks rough. He's still healthy, but he looks rough. He is bloodied, as they used to say.
That's me turn.
Alright. Great job, Aubrey. Zane.
Zane turns to the bandit right next to him, starts conjuring some purplish energy, spreads his hands out, and casts magic missile, and then shoots 3 missiles at him.
Alrighty. Against who was it? Sorry.
The guard directly northeast,
Nice.
or
The bandit,
guard,
yeah.
bandit, yeah.
3d4 plus 3.
The city guard in front of us.
3 plus 3, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 1, 9.
9, okay. One more. So as the missiles fly out, in a very short distance, they go, and they blast into the guy's chest. And he looks rocked.
Okay. And Zane, I guess, will again concentrate in goldish energy sprout from his kind of scales in his chest and surround his body. Spend another sorcery point.
Okay. Zane. Bandits. Bandit 1 and 2 are still up there, so they are going to attack. One's going to attack you, Lucius. 12 to hit you, which is a miss.
That will miss. Yep. Just barely.
Second attack, it's going to attack Alyssa with a natural 1. And these bandits suck.
These are the worst bandits I've ever seen.
Fucking amateurs. Alyssa, it's
They've
your
got
turn.
to be the worst pirate I've ever seen.
Worst pirate I've ever seen.
I'll be like, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm gonna eat you just like those wargs yesterday. As I,
Yikes.
I'm shook.
We are going to, and then I'm real angry, obviously. So I'm gonna
Waiting for the roar.
roar. I'm obviously gonna roar,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to whip out my thorn whip and whip it real good.
Whip it good. Make your attack.
No.
I kind of wish you were a barbarian, so when you rage, you just are.
Druid Barians exist. I play one. The home game. 20. Yeah, that'll hit.
22. So 1d6.
And it's +5, by the way. It's your
Oh,
spell attack modifier.
I don't know what I was doing.
It's okay. 1d6 piercing, magical piercing.
Yeah. Ew.
Alrighty, strikes him. Thorn whips out, scars him a bit. That's your action.
I'm gonna bite as a reaction.
You bite the air.
And then I'm going to, let's see. I'm gonna do. I'm good actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That is your turn. 3 bandits get to go. One is going to take a swing at Gavin. Misses like a chump. The other one, is going to, yeah. Let me click here. Let me find out. Yeah, they do have light crossbow. He's going to take a shot at Gavin. 16 total. Gavin, what's your AC, buddy? That just hits. Gavin's going to take 5 piercing damage. You see Gavin looks hurt.
Oh no!
He
Gavin!
kinda starts to fall on one knee. That's Bandit 1. And then the bandit next to Zane. 14 to hit you, Zane.
That hits.
You are going to take 4 points of slashing damage. Sorry.
Zane collapses to the ground.
Oh no!
Kaiser, top of the round. It's your turn, buddy.
Oh. Throw my headset. Okay. Okay. Zane just went down. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just hit regular man in front of me here. The kid, the boy.
Zolkin.
Oh, that's a natural 1, so I'm not doing that.
All right. You swing and a miss.
That should be end of my turn then.
Yep. Zolkian's turn. Zolkian is going to attack Lucius, as always, because, why not?
Disadvantage on the first one.
Yeah, he eats it. He gets a 3 with disadvantage.
Okay.
And then minus a d4 on the rest of these. Where'd you go, little d4? There you are. Second attack is 21 total. 17 minus 1 plus 5. Yeah.
Yep, that hits.
You are going to take, I believe it's the old 5. Yeah, 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. Still 14 on concentration, so.
Okay. 14 minus 4 plus 5 is 15.
That hits.
You are going to take 6 points of slashing damage.
I'm down.
With his bonus action, what would he do? Yeah. With his bonus action, he is going to take an attack with advantage, but against your unconscious body, but he still gets a d4. Minus a d4. I rolled a 3 and a 5. And then it's a minus 4 plus 5, a 6 total. So you see him go. He looks around and he's like, we can still be. He's like, we can still end this peacefully. And he slashes down as he looks at all of you, and then he looks down and he realizes he's hit the wooden floor. And he's like,
yeah, it's like that Key and Peele episode.
Too many billowing robes. You can't can't find my body. And
Lucius, it's your turn. I need you to make a
Death
death
save?
saving throw.
natural 20.
No! What is this? That's the second one. You are at 1 hit point.
Yeah, that helps. That helps. Yeah, that shows us.
I believe that 20.
I believe you implicitly.
This is funny.
That's the end of your turn, I believe.
I
Death saves occur at the end.
Yes.
Right.
I want to say yes, but I could be wrong. Ow. I have the book.
Doesn't come up a lot because the group by DM4 has a lot of healing. A lot. In the meantime, while you look that up, Tomster, I'm gonna go ahead and have Gavin roll to attack this bandit. Oh, Gavin, nat 20s on the bandit. He brings a longsword down on this bandit, and the bandit just crumples into frickin' bone and flesh. And Gavin, you're an NPC.
Okay.
Yeah,
So the wording is, whenever you start your turn with 0 hit points, you make a death saving throw.
Thank you very much, Lucius. Go ahead.
okay.
So you have 1 hit point. You're prone.
These wounds are deep. I'm near the end, but I'll use this spell to save my friend. And I cast Healing Word at Zane.
Oh.
And yeah, let's do. Roll a 4, so 7 hit points to Zane.
Nice.
Okay. Big pog.
Okay.
And
There's your
then-
bonus action.
For my action, I will disengage.
Good call.
Try and bounce back towards Aubrey and Gavin. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This is a window, right?
So you stand up from prone, uses half your movement.
Oh, I was prone, that's right. So 5, 10, 15. I can
Yeah.
get to here. Are there any... Is there like a window or anything? No, it's probably just...
There's a window overlooking the graveyard.
Okay.
Yeah, who wouldn't want to be in the end and just, gander at the graveyard while you're drinking?
Not my map.
Is it open or is it closed?
With an object interaction, you could generally break windows, unless they're like it's an inn.
Right, but I have to use my action to disengage, so I couldn't get through. So I'll just go 5, 10, 15, and just get back here.
So you get
Away from.
you get a free object interaction, which can be used.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, in 5th
Oh.
edition, which can be used to do things like open open doors, break simple windows, and draw or stow a weapon. You get 1 every turn. 1 free.
Can I
object
blow through
interaction.
that window and take cover behind the wall?
You can. You basically just jump through it. You're just like,
Yeah.
make me an acrobatics
But
check.
Okay.
We'll say that.
Okay. Should be pretty good. Yeah, 11 plus 4, 15.
You're fine. You avoid taking all damage, and you just you land in the You land in the graveyard. When you do,
As he lands, please no foreshadowing. Please no foreshadowing.
as you land in the graveyard, you hear a voice. Do I have a visitor behind you? Alrighty. Lucius, Gavin went. Gavin can't do anything. He is looking injured.
Live, Gavin.
He
Live.
used his action. He is going to use his... He's going to climb into... he is going to move here. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, he's going to stay there behind that door. Take some cover. Kella's turn. Kella books it out of town.
Yeah, I would assume. Yeah. She's just outie.
So she grabs one of those riding horses they station, and she ha and 80 feet. And then 80 feet. Yep, 40 and 40, whatever it is. So let's say she is just kind of gone. Alrighty. Aubrey, it's your turn.
Alright, so a lot has transpired. Saw Lucius and Zane both go down and then both come back up.
Yep.
But she kind of winces when Lucius breaks the window, like, why do they always have to break the glass? And then she'll take a shot at the guy next to Zane to try and help Zane out.
Alrighty.
Plus 24.
Okay.
Actually going off.
Mm-hmm.
1d8 and 4d6 plus
1d6. So 9 piercing and 2 acid damage.
So that crossbow bolt ensorcelled with acid magic just takes the guy's head clean off, goes straight through his skull, and he just folds.
I hope saying that is helping you.
Thank you for the assistance.
No problem. I'll move over here and look out the window to see what was going on outside because there was a bunch of commotion.
All right. So what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 10.
All right. So in plain sight, you see Gavin hunkered down. He seems to be on the ropes. That's what you see. Okay.
Okay.
Zane, it's your turn. You are prone because you went unconscious.
Yeah. Zane, after thanking Aubrey, seeing the dead bandit in front of him, will stand up, turn his attention back over to Zokin, and attempt to cast a Chaos Bolt again. Nat 20. Okay. Okay.
That's damage.
That's 2d8 and a d6 doubled.
So how does that work for Chaos Bolt? I just choose either pair of the, so I roll one pair of the D8,
Yeah, because
another pair of them, and then pick from that. Okay. I got an 8 and a 4 in the first ones.
Okay. Yep.
And then a 6 and a 1.
19. Okay.
19.
Yeah.
And
And
then roll
then
your-
D6s, 5, so 24. Another D6, 4. So 29 points of damage.
So that's
Level 2?
28. I want to say 28.
How do you want to do this?
Okay. What element do I want to choose from? Wow. 8? Sure. Thunder damage. This Chaos Bolt will start streaking almost electric energy, but then just burst into Zokin and just actually crowds a ear-shattering just bang and blasts him into the wall and kills him.
You just hear this thunderous blast of chaotic energy, and it kind of spirals out of control as it begins to release from your hand, and you release some fragment of a primal, this kind of primal ancient magic that it infuses your body, and it just boom, and he gets blasted and separates into parts like a person hit by a train, and all parts of him just scatter across the fireplace and the tavern wall. Is that your turn?
Zane will mutter, do not mess with Akorakai.
Do you stand up from prone?
Yeah, Zane. Yeah, I stood up before he cast.
Yeah, you're just lying down on the ground.
How gangster would that be? Just
That is up, but it'll take one step there.
Alrighty.
Zane's turn.
Perfect. So, 1 second. Oh yeah, that's fine. So the Bandit 1 and 2, they're going. Okay, yeah. Bandit 1 and 2 are going to use their actions to disengage. They're like, we meant no offense. They use their actions to disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'll say. Yeah, because the window's already open. They land next to you, Lucius, and then 25. Provoking it. Oh, they use disengage. 30.
Well, hello there.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And you hear a voice that, "Oh, I do have company, and yet I haven't laid out any tea. I hope I'm not a forgetful lord today." Alrighty. Bandit. Alyssa. Yeah, Alyssa.
Are we gonna run after him? I sort of ask everybody in the room.
I mean, the drawbridge. If we just put it up, what else? What else can they do?
I want to kill them though.
No, we can get information from them. At least don't kill both.
Okay, well then I guess I am gonna go to the window and try to get out the window.
Alrighty. Okay. So you're able to move deftly through. It's already been shattered, so it's a simple matter of climbing. You land next to them. Oh. Okay. I will say then.
Okay, then I guess I will
What are you doing?
infestation him.
Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna thorn whip him.
Okay.
I'm mad. 1d6. Oh, no. I do nothing. I literally miss as he whoops past me.
Wait,
Alrighty.
you rolled a
Oh,
d6 instead of a
you right.
d20, man?
You right.
A lot harder to hit with the d6.
It's super meta, but
No.
it's an insane strat, but
Yeah. Can be a bit harder.
Right.
it's a Korean meta.
Yeah. I think that misses anyway, right? Yeah.
No, 12 hits.
Oh.
Oh.
Pretty sure. Well, hold
Why
on,
did I-
let me not get your hopes up.
Yeah.
Wait,
Very
what are you
too far.
casting?
Thorn
Thorn
whip.
whip.
12 just hits, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, they're shitty bandits.
1. See? No, keep the 1.
Murdered.
Be consistent. Yeah.
You kill him and 3 generations of his family. Is that your turn?
Yeah.
You hear a voice and you hear, "Violence in my graveyard. Violence in my home." And a ghostly figure of a robed lord appears. What is the meaning of this?
I really don't have time for this right now.
Lucius got that one.
They started it.
Roll persuasion.
Okay, that's good.
But Mom, they started.
20. 15 plus 5, 20.
Alright. He says, "Bandits, brigands, in my home." And he's going to float over and life drain one of them.
Oh.
You see him reach out, to the one that May is injured, and his hand just passes through. And for a moment, the guy, as he's running, appears to have gotten away. He takes 1 5-foot step, and he just crumples to the ground, a withered husk. Alrighty, that is Lord Nanter's turn.
Just kind of hands up.
The bandit from the before is gonna go. He just looks around. He's down here on the south. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's gonna use his action to dash. 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. He just makes it to the drawbridge, but he's not out yet. Kaiser, it's your turn.
Yeah, there's no way of making it to that guy. Heck. Alright. Yeah. It seems like they got that, right? They can handle that.
You do know that. Yeah, well, never mind.
Okay. I don't know that.
It's a moot point. Kella's already gotten away.
Okay, yeah. I'll 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55. I'll move here.
Okay.
The action, and then I will hold action grapple if he attempts to run past me to get to the drawbridge.
All right. You will use your action, and if it gets triggered, you'll also use your reaction. Got it. Kaiser's turn. Zolkian. Hey guys, did you know that Zolkian's dead?
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's
Which
crazy
part
how
of
that
Zolkin
happened.
is going
I
next?
did.
The little thumb goes.
Which piece?
It's like it's still it's because of the lightning, yeah. Thunder.
Thunder. Hear the thunder.
And I did the same thing, Cass.
Lucius, it's your turn.
Lovely graveyard you have here. That's it. That's my turn.
He looks at you. He says, "Lord Nanda to you."
Of course, Lord Nandar. What a lovely graveyard you have here.
That's your turn.
Yep, that's it.
Gavin is gonna pull out a crossbow. Hey, man. Oi, Lord Nanda! And he fires the bolt. 19 on the die. Gavin, hello.
Gavin's clean.
Actually insane.
9 points of damage to the bandit.
He's better than us.
He's actually an NPC fighter, so he's technically not better than you. What a god. Kella's turn. Kella literally moves across the country. Aubrey, it's your turn.
Alright, Aubrey will hop out this window that was broken.
She's made it to her summer home already.
Yeah, she's she's
Living her life in Cuba.
Yeah, she's already installing another drug den somewhere.
Yikes.
Say to Kaiser, Kaiser, are there any more?
There's one on the other side within the graveyard, but I think there's only 2 or so left. They should come this way, I would assume.
Alright, I'll take a look. And then 15, 20, 25.
Okay.
Do I see the guy at the drawbridge? from
You
here?
do. He is, he's 60 feet away from you exactly, from your position.
Alright. Well, crossbows have 80 feet, so
You sure do.
we'll take a shot at him as he's trying to run away.
Murder him in cold blood.
Woo!
You know, he hurt my friends.
That's right.
12.
12 just hits, as we've established, yeah.
Nice. Doing 7 piercing and 1 acid damage.
You remembered your +4? Okay. So that crossbow bolt it digs, and you see him stumble, but he's still up.
Stop running, or, we'll have to kill you.
Roll persuasion.
Alright, what is my persuasion?
have no
Plus
idea.
2.
You opened the floodgate.
Ooh, 5.
He just looks, he's like, I'll take my chances. He's running. Is that your turn, Aubrey?
Yep.
Okay,
That
great.
is me turn.
Aubrey, Zane.
Sure. Zane moves 5, 10, 15 feet, I
Yep.
guess, out the window.
Through that window that Kella shattered to get to you, yeah.
Yeah, surveys the situation around. Sees Aubrey, I guess, aiming at somebody.
Probably heard her shout at him, too.
Yeah. I'll move 15, or 20, 25, 30 down here towards Aubrey and looks towards the bridge.
Okay.
I think he has, I have line of sight on him.
You do.
When with his last spell slot will cast magic missile at the fleeing bandit.
Okay, 3d4 plus 3.
2 plus 2 plus 1, 5 plus 3, so
8.
8.
The missiles fly at him. And and he goes down and just dies.
I did warn him.
Is that your turn?
Yes, that is
The
end of
band-
turn.
There is only one bandit left. I didn't know there'd be ghosts. He's going to kneel.
Ooh.
Lord Nandar's turn. He says, for centuries I have heard protestations such as yours. Save your breath. Save your tears. And he just swipes a hand across the bandit, and the bandit withers to nothing and dies.
Slaps his ass to death. Jesus.
The bandit and falls over and dies. And you can hear ruckus in the distance of what seems to be an assembly of town guard making their way to the inn.
Good timing.
And with that, we will take a breather, and you guys are now level 3.
Ooh, Pog.
So
Huge Pog.
we're gonna take a short break. We're gonna cut to intermission. We'll be back to see where all of this leads in the last little segment of this show. Back in like 10 minutes since we're leveling. Okay.
Okay.
3. Hi, we're back. The party has just defeated and rejected a deal from Zentarum bandits to turn Nightstone into a drug trafficking center of the north of the Sword Coast. They rejecting the deal from these Zentarum agents. They routed them and are now sifting through the chaos of this encounter. I will take us out of the battle map. For posterity. What are y'all doing? So there's a ghost, a specter next to you who just murdered someone who kind of looks over to all of you. I don't appreciate chaos or disruptions in my domain.
Yes, it's
Music.
yes, Sir Spookington. We'll get out of your domain right away, and I'll grab Lucius.
It's Lord Nandar.
Lord Nandar, yeah. And I like yank Lucius, and as I'm yanking him,
Just like bleeding. Just.
I will Balm of the Summer Court. So you get
I need dark music.
1d6.
Fix the playlist.
You get 5 plus 1 temporary HP.
6 temp HP.
No, 5. You heal for
Oh,
5.
5
you get
and then plus 1. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Lucius, we gotta get out of here before the ghosty gets us.
Yes, my dear. Yes, my dear. Well, Lord Nandar, just so you know, we were just here trying to help your town, stopping these bandits and whatnot. We'll see ourselves out. Some just getting pulled along by this little girl.
Points a
Get
he
out.
points a finger at you. See that you remain in our customs and laws.
Yes, well, our apologies for starting a ruckus. We'll swiftly be out of your hair, and we'll make sure that nothing of the sort comes again.
You see Gavin just kind of wave like, Lord Nandar, and he gives like a bow, a deep bow. He says, shall we go?
Yes, yes, yes. I'll like try and get myself up, dust myself off, and like follow Alyssa.
Okay.
Zane's like kind of walking towards them, like, what is going on over there? He
Ghosts.
looks around, sees.
Just
Right then, yes, this way. He starts
smile and
walking
wave,
back.
honey. Smile and wave. Keep walking along.
He sucked him dry.
Well,
He says, what now?
He put his hand and he was like, oh, and it was like, oh, and it went, what? It was
So
the
she's not
craziest
wrong.
thing I've ever seen.
she's not wrong. Just
Yes, I did not see the events of what's happened out there. So whatever, what is Lord Nanda? It claims to be.
Yeah,
Gavin.
doesn't that name sound familiar?
Yes, it was the Lord of Nightstone, if I remember correctly. Gavin, are you...
You see Gavin is kind of sheepishly looking at the ground. Oh yeah, we don't we don't really advertise it, but the original Lord Nandar is still kind of he's still kind of in charge.
So that would have been some information we may have wanted to know.
And does he just people all the time or something?
Well, he can't really get too far outside of the graveyard. So when I say he's in charge, we seek to him for guidance. He's been around a long time, and he has a lot of knowledge. But he can't pass outside the graveyard. So the day-to-day functions and the duties are left to the Lord, the Lord or Lady of the Keep.
You guys need to put up a sign, and I just like stomp away.
Well, he's like, Alyssa, you have to understand, if certain people in certain cities found out about this, they wouldn't be okay with it.
Right.
Yes, this is quite unorthodox, I think. How long has he been there?
Gavin shrugs. 150 years since the Nandars took control of this city.
And you have kept it a secret this whole time?
I mean, yes. We normally just give people a wide berth, and that's the first time bandits have ever gotten into the graveyard.
Oh, bandits. I forgot. And then I'll go back in and I'll check what the boy had on his body real quick.
So you will loot. Go ahead and roll. Aubrey is going to help.
Aubrey was also going into that.
So you guys, y'all can roll separate, or you can roll however you wish to do it.
You got it.
Roll advantage, Aubrey.
All right, investigation.
What am I looking at? What am I doing with my life?
13.
13 with the old advantage.
Also, if the razor dust that was in the bag was still on the table, she would have grabbed it and put it in her backpack.
I see it and I don't say anything.
Alrighty. You find... Oh, I forgot. Whoops! Well, he forgot to take that.
You had something. You had a potion or something, huh?
You find a potion of invulnerability.
Ooh. Matt's losing it.
Oh, fuck. Sorry. A golden ring, which has emblazoned on it the symbol of the Zentarum, the skull and the flying snake, which is worth 25 gold pieces, but is an actual signet ring. A proper, real, authentic gold signet ring.
Right.
He has a pouch that contains 4 platinum pieces, 13 gold pieces, and 5 gemstones that are worth 100 gold pieces each. Oh, shit. 2d10 carries a pouch. So 15 times 6. On the other bodies, you find 105 gold pieces on the other bandits. As it turns out, crime does pay.
Okay.
Yeah, they're living large.
Yeah, they were.
Did you write all that down, Tom? Or
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So is Tom generally y'all's a party secretary, treasurer, rather? How do y'all usually run it?
Depends on the character, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on the character usually.
Wow. These nerds. Depends on the character.
We are big
And
nerd.
actually,
We have the big nerd.
I can just do it for this character.
You're all the best. That's awesome.
Tom always does it though, so.
It depends on the character, but also just Tom. Alrighty, so what do y'all? So you loot the bodies, you find those things. That potion.
and if the little bag of the razor dust is still on the table, she
Yeah,
would have picked that up.
Yeah, and that is a big old bag of razor dust. That is worth some money. You're not sure how much to the right buyer, but it is worth some money if you want to.
That's a lot of crack.
Yeah, cocaine, but yeah.
She saw Kaiser noticing. She said, "I could. There's a possibility I could learn something from this. Might be able to find a way to counter the effects of the drug. Might be able to help people."
All right, none of my business. It's all of you. As I perused.
So, Lucius, you are going to gain a DM inspiration for healing Zane whenever your life was on the line.
Okay. So I have one already. How do I?
Shoot. You gained
Do I
two.
just- Okay. There's no way to mark a second one, so I'll just put it in notes or something.
All right, there you go.
All right. Cool.
All right. Okay, so what are y'all doing? So let me do my job here. You can see Lady Fury, surrounded by her company and about 6 guards, are now entering the town. And Gavin and you guys are approaching her, meeting in the town square. She says, "What on earth happened?"
Well, the apparent help from Waterdeep just turned out to be nothing more than a band of bandits and ruffians attempting to deal illegal things here, and they attacked us when we were not to conspire with them.
Oh, shit. Oh, no. Where's Kella?
Kella has apparently sided with them, but decided to flee when the battle was not going in their favor.
She sided with them.
Yes.
I will point out that it seemed she knew their leader before it even all started. She probably conspired to bring them here in the first place.
I've been betrayed. Well, I can't believe I'm saying this in such a short span, but you've done Nightstone a great service.
Yes, of course. Turns out there are many things that seem to plague Nightstone recently.
It does seem to life on this particular stretch of land has always been a bit on the rough side. I will say I feel like misfortune has fallen more frequently since the Nightstone has been lifted from our presence. I wonder if its mystical properties were not greater than we realized.
Perhaps so.
That's an awful lot of coincidences for everything to happen at the same time. Like, maybe somebody, like that lady who ran off, maybe she planned the whole thing.
A conspiracy? You think she asked the giants to come here and take the stone?
I mean, she seems like that kind of lady.
And I knew Kella for a few years. I didn't know she had the resources.
Perhaps the resources and the motivation that can change people.
I mean, she did date that guy who it was his whole idea.
The leader.
Yeah. He said that he proposed to her.
And she said yes.
No, she said no, but like maybe she was just saying that because she wanted him to like take over the town first.
Oh, playing hard to get. All right.
What is his name? Zokin Alexander? Do you know the name?
Is his body in the tavern?
Well,
What remains of it, yes.
yes.
All right. Well, keep the spoils, of course. Shit. This is difficult. Well, take a moment to rest, and we'll sort this all out in due time.
Yes, well, unfortunately, your misfortunes aren't finished yet, are they? You have to still find the other lords of this town.
Yes, the 6 families of Nightstone. Yes. As I told you, to the northwest is a series of hills and caverns and cisterns. I would look there whenever you feel ready. And she pulls out. So you guys did not take the deal with the Zentarum. So from 150, she pulls out 250 gold, and hand disperses. She's like, I can't believe it, but you've done the town an even greater service, and this should give you the necessary resources you need to complete your quest.
You are very kind, Lazy Fury.
She looks over to Gavin. She's like, "You doing all right there, pup?" He's like, I felt better. Do we want to rest a minute before we decide what to do?
probably would be a good thing to do in the events of today. But Gavin was quite the help in the battle against them. Gavin proved quite honorable.
Well, that's good to hear. Good job, Gavin. He's like, of course, for Nightstone, Lady Fury. So y'all are able to successfully complete a short rest. So do so. Spend any hit dice you wish to reclaim.
Yeah.
Aubrey didn't take any damage.
Yep,
I see that
didn't
look,
take any
Faye.
damage.
She's like, good positioning, optimal positioning.
And then I think I can do a Song of Rest on the short rest as well.
You can roll a d6, and everyone gets to add that much to their
Okay.
healing.
Yes.
What's your Song of Rest?
Oh god. Lucius is so out of it. He's just like humming something, like, and playing on his lute. He's just like He's just playing. Very out of it. Rolled a 4 on the d6.
So anyone spending hit dice heals an additional 4. Big booty bitches, I like big booty bitches, I like big booty. That is the Song of Rest.
Nice. Big pog.
Oh, also, there's any crossbow bolts I can get back? Or
Yeah.
if they had any crossbow bolts?
We'll
that
say
they
you
were
reclaim. Well, yeah, you'll. So between all of them, they all had a crossbow on them. We'll say you get 20 bolts.
Awesome.
Yep.
Ooh, just barely topped myself off.
Oh wow. Barely top yourself off.
I think I lose that temp HP probably from the bomb on short rest. Do I keep that?
Temp HP sticks around until long rests, I believe.
Oh, it does. Sweet.
yes, unless the feature says otherwise. Yep.
Excellent.
I'm being reprimanded in chat for my perverted joke earlier by my friend. So Gavin is gonna sit there. He's like, Gavin doesn't get to level up. He's an NPC.
Poor Gavin.
He's to say, I could accompany you. I can accompany you all to the caves if you wish, or I can stay in Nightstone. It's entirely up to you.
I would like for you to come with us. You have proven yourself very strong, and I think you'd be a good attachment to have.
Well, if we leave and Gavin leaves, there can be a little bit less protection. Might
That's
be
true.
more prudent for Gavin to stay. Yes.
Indeed. With all the misfortune that Nightstone is suffering, perhaps it would be more wise for him to remain behind.
How
True.
cute is Gavin?
She's 15.
Don't you just like think that all boys are cute when you're like 15? I'm pretty sure.
Gavin rolled an 18 on his hotness check. He is
Gavin
smoking
cute.
hot.
That's
Yeah.
Gavin,
That's a
babe.
good hotness check.
He is smoking hot.
All doe-eyed now. Because Gavin saved the day, right? He came
Oh,
and
yeah.
busted in. So, yeah. So now I'm all... Gavin's a new boo. Hey, Gavin should totally come with. What if we need him to help? Let's take a vote.
All right, those for should that say Gavin should come? Raise your hand. All of those opposed?
Gavin, you've saved our skin one too many times. You're needed here.
I agree.
See,
Don't risk your life.
y'all see Gavin get a little uncomfortable as he reads the room. He's like, I am flattered. But yes, I will stay here and guard Nightstone.
Of course, you've proven your capabilities to the Nightstone. May they not waver.
Question: are there still horses?
Yeah, there's 6 of them.
Ooh, quinky dink.
5 actually.
Still quinky dink.
Yep. still cookie, correct? Yeah.
Gavin, do you mind if we take those horses? They seem to have no more owner after the bandits are gone.
As Lady Fury said, the spoils of war are yours. And enjoy your new steeds.
It will make the trip much quicker.
Indeed it would.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's go.
Immediately cast Speak with Animals.
Reflexively.
Rush over to all the horses. Start petting them and asking their names.
You see the
Some-
horse. One of the horses steps up. This used to be Zolkin's horse. What's it to you?
You're my horse now, so I need to know. What
Who
your name
says?
is. What do you mean? Don't you want to be my horse? I'll take care of you and braid your hair, and I'll let you eat apples and cheese.
Apples and cheese.
Apples and cheese. And sometimes sugar cubes.
Right. Well, Master Zolkin always let me. He hardly ever gave me the bits of grass and hay. So this is looking like a promotion.
What a poor horsey. What a big, strong horsey like you. He should have given you all the apples.
All right. What would you name me?
Okay, what does the horse look like?
You see a beautiful black sabled horse, pretty well muscled. Could stand to pack on a bit more on the riding and the light side. Is just a beautiful horse of black on black.
Nightmare.
All right, it's better than rides with daggers. That's what my name used to be.
That's what he named you? He's so self-centered. You're totally a nightmare horse.
Thank you. Well, I'm your horse now.
I shall pet the horse. What about all the other horses? What are their names?
Oh, fuck me.
Oh, there we go.
One's blushes with roses.
Aww. You can be Kaisers.
The other one's Star Rider.
You can be Lucius's. I'll point. I'll talk to the horses and be like, "You're Lucius's." I'll
Yeah.
pair them up,
Yeah.
and they'll just yeah.
So one and the other one is Captain's Trot.
Captain's Trot.
Trot.
Oh, jeez. That's a good utilitarian name. I feel like that's for Aubrey.
And the other is just named Draco.
Oh yeah, is it perfect? Zane for Zane.
Oh, don't ever challenge me again. I'll name it 100 fucking horses.
Also, I'll direct them all to their people, and I'll be like, "You guys owe them apples, though. These are our horses now. They work for apples." And I'll jump on Nightmare.
Yes, what was you doing? So you talking to them?
Yeah, I was finding out their names, and I was making them like us. You don't want a horse not to like you.
No, of course not. You show us his respect.
I should write those names down.
Just in case.
Well, you all write them down and remind me, goddammit.
Yeah. All right.
Got my horse right.
Well,
ladies and
seeing as
gentlemen.
how I did not hear what my horse was named because it's a horse, and I am a human and could not hear its
Yeah, I mean, we technically don't know.
I
the
believe
name.
Alyssa is telling you all.
No, yeah, I said Star Chaser. You go
Oh,
to
okay.
yeah. So
Okay.
Mine is Blushes with Roses, I believe.
Blushes with Roses. Lucius is
Okay.
Star Chaser.
Okay. All right.
Zane is Draco,
Captain
and Aubrey
Trot.
is Sir Trots. Or something, yeah.
It's Captain's
Trot.
Trot.
Captain's Trot.
Captain Trot.
Sir Trots.
Sir
Then you
Trot.
have Nightmare.
I have Nightmare.
It's pretty edgy.
That's super edgy.
It's literally Nightmare.
All right.
Oh,
Let's
boy,
go.
Nightmare.
Oh, it's literally.
Actually, night means.
I'm telling him right now. I need my horse after you.
Send him a text. You're my
let's go.
horse now.
I'll pat the horse on the side, say, "Let's go," and then we'll head out.
Alrighty.
Let's ride.
Alrighty. So you all depart from Nightstone. Yeah! And head northwest, or well, more like directly west, searching for the caverns. Who would like to helm the survival check, or how would you all like to approach trying to find this cavern? Let's start with survival. Let's go start there. To get you all started. Who would like to helm the survival check?
Well,
can do
darlings,
it.
are any of you adept at tracking?
I can try.
Go for it.
Survival check.
Oh. 17. So you with Nightmare, who was the lead horse and who actually seems to like the forward position more, is a pretty cocky horse. You kind of take the lead position and are looking for tracks. You do find them, and you do find the tracks. But more importantly, what begins to happen as you are sifting through the dirt and attempting to track down these goblins is you start to hear a noise. And you can smell the faint kind of scent of roses greets your nostrils. And then you just start to hear this. I can't do it. Can't do the water drop noise. Hello? My Foley is failing me. You hear the drop of water, just like a boom,
Okay.
boom, boom. And it's in your ear. It's kind of in your mind. And you as you are tracking down these tracks.
I like hear it.
Yeah, it's just in your. You can just hear the drip of water. Bloop, bloop.
Do you guys hear that? It's like when you're in a cave and water drops on the ground.
I do not. No.
Everyone be quiet and listen.
Everyone
Do you
roll
guys hear it?
perception.
$17.
16.
21.
You all listen in. You don't hear it.
Are you sure you hear this? I do not hear it. From what direction is it?
Can I tell it, or I just hear it? Like, can I tell it? Does it sound like it's getting louder the more we walk, or?
Yeah, so as you walk, you start to move around. It almost acts like a kind of sonar. You can start to hear it boop, boop, as you enter one direction. You pull back and are kind of testing this, and it gets fainter as you head towards another direction.
I think we need to go this way, and I'll like point to the direction that I can hear that happening. Like, it's just so weird. It sounds like I can hear something different over there. It's totally freaking me out.
All right, then. Leads on.
Alrighty.
Onward, Nightmare.
So with Alyssa's leadership, you are all able to eventually come across this kind of a divot that leads into a small crag or ravine, and you can see in the entrance of near the bottom of this ravine that kind of slopes down an entrance to a fairly large entrance to a cave. All around this cave are animal skulls, maybe even some humanoid skulls, different writings in goblinoid and accoutrement, stakes on outside of it that have various animal bones laying at the bottom and one or two animal corpses. Appears to be the entrance to a goblin cave. And now that you're closer, that sound boop, boop, boop is louder and louder.
Guys, it's getting louder. Like, it's so loud. I can't believe you guys can hear it. It has to be it has to be like something crazy magic happening. Maybe it's like only a druid thing. Do any of you guys speak druid?
No, I can't say that I do, but it seems you've led us here.
Yeah, but like, I don't know what it is.
Well, from a glance, it kind of looks like it's a goblin cave of sorts, perhaps.
Have you seen a goblin cave before?
No, but from the look of it,
No, I totally believe you. I just like didn't know if you like knew what to do.
Aubrey, I would say you've seen like a Gilbin cave before, like a water goblin cave before.
okay. I've seen something like this, kind of like a water goblin cave before.
Are we supposed to go in? Like, should we go in?
Well, we are looking for goblins, so
Can I like see anything? Mm,
You roll perception.
yeah, I guess. Like looking into the cave ish thing. I guess it's not a cave thing, I guess it's just a cave.
11. Okay, DC would be 13. So you look into the entrance of this cave, and it just looks like an open cave entrance. It's maybe, let me see here, it's like 15 feet wide. It's even larger, actually. It's 20, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It's 30 feet wide, 30 feet across.
Well, before we go in, would you allow me to sing you all a song of inspiration? Get us prepared for this fight.
Of course.
Okay.
he is pleased to hear you, darling.
I'm shaking my head.
You're not wanting it. Okay.
I want it. I'm ready. Cross my arms. Let's do it.
I'll take out my lyre and like.
Okay.
So.
Roll performance, Alyssa.
All right.
Oh man.
$11. You do an okay job. You sound like
Okay.
a promising junior high school student.
And I'll be playing something on the lute for her to like match at the start, so she's like following along with it.
All right.
So.
Roll performance.
Oh, okay. 20.
All right. Wow, shit. All right.
Okay.
Is
All
this-
right. I got it.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
I'm gonna take my horse down the old town road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. I'm gonna take my horse down the old high road. I'm gonna ride till I can't no more. We got the sorcerer in the back, handling the task. That druid thorn whip crack, hurling acid flask, rolling with the horse. You came with your warks, performing urchin alleys, and I'm lighting up the courts. But he tell me nothing. Ain't nobody tell me nothing.
I am retiring from Dungeons and Dragons, folks. That was-
Pog.
Oh god.
That's what I played with for that.
And what is the effect of this ability that you're using?
Oh, I'm just giving a single bardic inspiration to anyone who's the most inspired by that.
You're not using your mantle?
Mm-mm. Mantle is like it'll let them all move at once, but I'm gonna save that one.
All
Hold
right.
on to that one.
All right.
Who feels the most inspired by that one?
That's up to you.
Is it me?
Gotta be, you dance,
Actually,
Tom,
you know
I'm
what?
pretty
You know
sure
what,
it's
Matt?
you.
You know what, Matt? I will use the mantle because I think everyone deserves temporary hit points for that one. So you all get 5 temporary hit points.
Y'all gain
Oh.
5 temporary points. Yep. Believe the effects of that potion have worn off there, Thompson.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, for sure.
Alrighty. How do you approach the cave, folks? What are y'all doing?
Before we go in, Kaiser dear, I was working on this morning. It's something I've been working on for quite some time. Finally was able to figure it out, I think. But here you go. And she takes out these goggles and hands it to him. These should help you be able to see in the dark.
All right.
So you get goggles of night.
Yep. You gain goggles of night from her Artificer feature.
Big Pog. Okay. Thank you. That'll help me a lot when we go into this cave. It's pretty very useful actually. It's in this cave, yeah.
Yes, of course. If there's any issues or anything like that, let me know. And you're kind of testing it out for me. So any kinks, I will make sure to work out in the future.
All right, I'll let you know.
Alyssa, did you see anything inside?
No, I didn't see anything.
Hmm.
Wait, let me actually try something.
Okay.
I'm going to turn into a mouse.
All right. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
Where does she go? What's she? Does she?
Is
And then I'm gonna scurry
Listen.
towards the mouth of the cave.
Alrighty. What is your passive perception? Let's do it this way. Now that you're on the
13.
13 just makes it. As you scurry as a mouse and approach the thing, now that you're at the absolute ground level of this cave, you see there's this silver line stretch across the entrance of this cave. Like a tripwire of sorts.
Is it higher than me as a mouse?
You can scooch under it.
I'm gonna scooch under it then.
Alrighty. You enter. You just press forward, or?
I'm gonna check out the little wire area, like go to the side to see if I can see like if it's attached to anything.
It just extends from one end of the cave to the next, and it just seems to provide some kind of tripwire effect for the enter the cave.
I'm gonna probably go like another 5 feet into the cave then, past the tripwire.
Alrighty. So you enter 5 feet. You have dark vision?
Yeah, 60. Oh, do I have to check if I have it as a mouse though?
I think you will maintain it since you maintain your wisdom.
Then I have 60 feet of dark vision.
Alrighty. Passive perception 13. You just see an open cavern and what looks to be... So you're just 5 feet in? What looks to be a kind of mud bath and some couple rocky structures. You don't really see anything.
A mud bath?
Yeah.
Like a pit of mud?
Yep.
And some rocky structures.
Yep.
And can I tell how deep the cave is?
It extends beyond your vision. So it's more than 60 feet deep.
How wide is the mud bath?
The mud bath is pretty wide. It's maybe you can see 10. At least it's 10 or 15 feet, and this cavern really opens up into a much larger room.
And is there like any traces of like, I don't know, like scraps of clothing or like broken weapons or anything on the floor?
A lot of worn footprints in and out, and a good bit of rubble, but you don't see any weapons or anything like that, any items.
All right, I'm gonna go like closer. How far in is the mud bath from like where I am?
You are now
like 5 feet in.
So are you stealthing?
I mean, I'm creeping along, yeah.
Roll stealth.
All right. Oh no. I can use an inspiration.
Okay, if you want to.
I will use my inspiration
Your
to be
DM inspiration? Advantage?
Yeah. Oh, okay, slightly better.
Alright.
11. I'm sniffing along with my mouth nose. Whiskers a twitching.
Alright. So you are... As you enter the cave, what you kind of see here is perched on these ledges are these 4 goblins in this room, in this massive open cavern. And they just all just seem to just be hanging out. They're picking their teeth. They're they're sharpening their blades. They're just all hanging out and having a day. In this mud bath sits a very large creature who appears to be probably a good 13 feet tall, a large, properly large-sized creature. Very well muscled, but has a pretty hefty layer of fat over its pronounced muscles, and has a great club that it's using to kind of use as it has a great club with a rag on the end of it, and it's making this kind of makeshift mud bath out of this. And it's just picking its teeth as well. It's speaking giant.
I am going to turn my little mouse body around and leave the cave. I'm gonna leave, start like moving out of the cave.
Alrighty.
While not, and then sneaky going under the tripwire again.
Right. You leave the cave.
Alright. So I get out, and I scurry back across to where everyone's standing, and I'll revert back to my normal shape and be like, okay, I learned some things.
Oh, so that was you that
What
translated
is
to
it?
the
Yeah.
mouse.
It's like,
I mean-
what?
Where'd you think I went?
I do not know. I've never seen you do that before.
I don't know much about magic. I don't know. Maybe you went invisible.
Wait, you
Can
never seen
definitely
me
be-
turn into a mouse before?
No, and it can be a bit jarring.
Oh, okay, I'll tell you next time. Anyway,
Thank you.
I went in. There's like a thing on near the ground. It's like silver. It's like wire. I don't know why it's there. Do you know why they would put that there? But it's just like it runs from one side of the cave to the other, and
That
it's like
sounds like a trap, my dear.
okay, so that would probably explain why in the mud pit there's 4 goblins and then like one big, I don't know, maybe it's a goblin. He was just like a really big buff thing. And they were like in the bath of mud. Why are they in the bath of mud?
How big was this? Is he a bigger one? How big was he? Or she?
Big.
Okay, so if you're describing the goblins as their normal size, then I would assume big would be in like big, you know,
Like 6 goblins.
like on top of, like stacked on top of each other.
If you like smush 6 of them together into a goblin ball, yeah.
Whoa, okay,
Right.
so what could that be? Like a hobgoblin or something around that?
Perhaps so, yes.
I don't think they saw me though, so like maybe we could be really sneaky if we didn't fall into like if we didn't trigger the trap and like surprise them.
Did you see any of the people that were taken?
No, I couldn't see all the way in the cave. I could like only see the goblins, and then I'm not gonna lie, I got scared and I left.
Okay, well you made the correct choice. If you got caught, we couldn't have saved you because we didn't know where you went.
You wouldn't have saved me.
We didn't. So first things first. You went off, didn't tell anyone. Okay, so whose fault is that?
I guess it's my fault.
Okay, we got that out of the way. So if you got caught in there and we didn't know where you went, how could we save you?
What if I screamed?
Okay, well, it might have been too. It doesn't matter. We're out here now. Let's go. There's a tripwire. You said right?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Don't start crying. Okay. Is
Oh,
you
come
know?
on, guys.
over
Go
and kinda-
easy on her.
Aubrey will walk over and kind of like,
Oh my god! It's always me at the end of
That's
the
right,
day.
Dom. You did a wonderful job.
It's all yeah.
Kaz is
Join
just,
her, just like,
Kaz is just being a bit
give her a
of bully.
pat. Kneel down to her eye, It's okay, don't worry. You're doing your best, and you did a great job.
Thanks. Oh shit.
Oh my god!
You have found out the good information here,
It's like Ava.
but Kaiser does have a point. So next time, perhaps just a little bit of warning before you transform into something. But besides that, I think we are okay.
Okay.
News is good.
I like wipe my eyes.
Oh my god!
No, like like stop crying. I'm like, okay, let's go save the people.
All right, I'll head up first, and I'll kind of look for the tripwire.
Yeah, I want to go investigate for the tripwire.
That like look at Alyssa, you know, you're doing great. Keep your chin up and just like push your chin, you know, a little bit before I stand up.
Wow. Y'all are brutal. Roll investigation, Aubrey. Look at Tom.
Look at this bullshit.
17.
I mean, you were bullying a teenager. What do you
'Alright.
17. So you see the silver line. It doesn't appear to be rigged to anything. It's not so much a trap. You've heard of this kind of thing. You maybe even seen it in your travels. You are a well-traveled woman. This is an alarm spell.
Yeah, she'd probably recognize that because that's
Yeah.
something that she can cast herself.
Well,
so.
then there you go.
Oh. Well, this is not a trap per se. It is an alarm spell.
Right.
If
How
you
does that work?
Well, if you were to trigger it, it would alert whoever casted it to a presence.
Right. So how do we not trigger it?
Well, we have some way of dispelling it, but I don't think I am capable of that. I don't know if any of you are.
Neither am I.
No.
Such feats, no.
Okay, so there's no way for us to not trigger this alarm spell, right? Which I assume notifies that we're here, or at least someone is.
We can't just walk over it.
Well, Aubrey, how exactly does it work?
I know that it goes off if you touch the area that is guarding that the spell has been casted upon. I'm not sure if it would trigger if you know that the spell is there and try and get around it somehow.
It in her mouse form, whether it be because that she was a mouse or because she was able to avoid it, she did not trigger the alarm when she passed through it. You do know that.
Right. But as Alyssa did get in there as a mouse, and presumably nothing has been set off for the alarm, if we find a way to just get around it without touching it, we should be okay.
Alternatively, we could try and use it to our advantage. If we
But-
triggered this spell, do you think they would come running out the mouth of this cave? Or do you think they'd wait and take up arms and hope we came in?
I feel like they suspect that whoever triggered it would not know it's there, so they would be just ready for whoever came in.
Yeah, it might be suspicious if we trigger it and back up, because I don't know if there's a surefire way to know that we triggered it, right?
I mean, you're just told when the alarm is triggered, so
Yeah, I can't say through their, intelligence, but if someone were to set off an alarm then back up, it might seem suspicious to an average intelligence person, maybe.
Presumably one of them must be intelligent enough to use it because casting
That
a
is true,
spell.
yeah.
So.
This is
Yes, I
true.
presume so.
We
Yeah,
could
yeah.
Try and sneak past. Get the drop on them.
How do we sneak past? Is that the point?
I mean,
Well, that's what I'm asking. How are we going to?
Oh, we avoid it. Is this a spell, whatever it is? Alyssa, you avoided it. Would it be easy for us to avoid as well?
can you guys turn into mice too?
No.
It is not within my capabilities.
So, what if I turn back into a mouse
Okay.
and go ahead of you guys?
Okay.
And then you guys can wait a little bit and try to step over it or avoid it or get past it. And then if the goblins are alerted, I can alert you guys.
How high up can I tell that the alarm spell is?
It's just a thin wire across. It's actually in a cube. It doesn't quite cover the whole mouth, but it covers enough of the part where it narrows for you to enter more. So it effectively covers the entrance. It's
Would
20 foot.
logically, would she know that you would be able to maybe like step over it or go under it in some way?
Yeah, this alarm spell appears to be a little different than yours. You know that when you've cast yours in the past, the silver wire tends to disappear. And it just wards the area. This is actually tied. This seems to be a cruder form of this spell and is tied to the wire itself.
Okay.
So, if you step over it and have knowledge of the alarm spell, you can bypass it.
All right. Well, it appears that we might be able to walk over it. It doesn't seem to be too high up, as long as we're careful and don't touch it in any way.
All right.
Well, if we can do that, then I suppose we should try to remain together.
Okay, I'll take the front.
After you, then.
I'll attempt to step over wire.
Okay. Well, everyone rolls stealth who's entering. I'm assuming you all are doing it stealthily if you're trying to actually get the drop on them.
Yeah. Pretty sure. So, +3.
12.
22.
5.
9 plus 3.
So Aubrey is 22, Lucius is 12, Alyssa?
4.
Failure. Zane?
5.
2 failures. Tomster? Or Kaiser, sorry.
Are you sure we want to stealth? If I go in and act like I could fight them just head on and maybe guys get the jump on them, it could be better instead of all of us stealthing.
I think we want to surprise them as much as we can, so they won't know that we're coming if we don't trigger the alarm
It's just
spell.
extremely difficult to surprise people with my armor, as it, rattles and shakes. But I feel maybe as being a decoy in a way could be more beneficial than me trying to stealth, as it is not a strong thing I can do.
Do you think that is the best course of action? I believe the rest of us should try to stealth as much as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, go ahead, guys.
Maybe we'll go in first and then hide, and then you can make noise and we can attack them as they attack you.
Well, it wouldn't just make sense for me to go in first then?
No, because then they're going to run past us and we're going to attack them from behind. Hello.
I would rather not be behind them. I'd rather be behind Kaiser, personally.
Fine.
If Kaiser goes in and they hear him before we are close, they have as much time as they want to respond to that.
We won't be that far behind them. They'll just be slightly
No.
ahead of us.
Think
But
for
they have-
now,
Go ahead.
Kaiser, you could just do your best to sneak with us, and as soon as we get closer, you can walk up on your own. It allows us to get a little bit closer so we can assist you better.
Alright. Fine. That's 12.
On your stealth?
Yes.
Alrighty, so are you entering by yourself? Is that the decision y'all came to?
I believe I am entering by myself, yes.
Alright, so y'all are kind of congregating in this, within the, past the alarm wire.
Yeah.
And then
Yes.
you're within the little antechamber there. Oh, that's Lucius. As Kaiser steps forward, we'll put y'all, like this or something. So, I will even switch it to player view.
So Aubrey will take 1 minute to use her Spellsmith to add a +1 hit and +1 damage to her crossbow.
All right. Kaiser, you step forward. It appears that they have not noticed you.
Alright.
Let me scroll out here. Alrighty. You have 60 feet of dark vision with those goggles?
That is correct.
Alright, that's actually quite a bit.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That's right. Alrighty, I have opened the map to suit your vision.
Okay.
Let's
see.
So you see, no, let's just call a spade, an ogre sitting in a mud bath. You even see one peek behind a couple, like they're kind of just sitting among these stalagmites, and you see 4 goblins perched on this open part of this cavern. They have not noticed you.
Okay, so I see the four goblins and 2 large objects or creatures.
Creatures, yep.
Okay. With my hands, assuming they might be able to see my hands, I'll motion like 4 left, 2 right. Then I'll take a step to the left. Like, yeah, northwest for sure.
Okay.
Like, take a step here.
All right.
And then if they haven't reacted yet.
Still hasn't noticed you.
Okay.
Even with a 12. I would move 1 over in order to kind of hug the wall to probably stealth.
Like here, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So in terms of activity, what does it seem like the large creatures are doing in like the mud pool?
He's taking a mud bath. He's got a great club with a rag on the end of it, and he's scrubbing his back. He's picking his teeth.
Let me see. Now that I look at the creature, what does it seem to be? Is it a hobgoblin or no?
Roll history.
Okay. What is that? A 10.
10, you're not terribly sure. It is probably within the associated family.
Okay.
What are you doing?
For those that can see it, I'll throw up the 5 fingers to count down when I'm going.
Alyssa and Aubrey, you see that?
And then I'll just do the countdown, and then I'll rush for the large creature.
Alrighty. So as you pour a charge at the large creature inside the mud bath and go to swing your sword, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the night.
All right.
Woo! Doggy. We will pick back up in... 2 of you are out next Friday, is that correct? Is that confirmed?
Yeah,
Yes.
Crone and Faye.
All right. So the 3 of you are welcome to... So Storm King's Thunder, Big Boy Season will come back in 2 weeks. I might put something together next Friday. Just there's a lot of people who wanna come play. If y'all are available, you're welcome to. If you want to play again next Friday, I can slot you in. We'll talk about it later. But Dice Prior will probably have some kind of one shot or something to fill this this slot next week. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, folks.
Yeah, of course.
Why don't we go ahead and tell us who they are, who you all are, where they can find y'all, and if you want to talk about your favorite moment or a highlight for yourselves, you can go ahead and do that. Let's start with Faye.
I'm Faye. My Twitch is Faye14. My Twitter is @FayeHots. Honestly, any interaction that Alyssa has with other people is hilarious and enjoyable. So,
Yeah, I agree. Good. And then Crowan.
Hello, my name is Crone. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, just @Crone. And a bunch of other D&D campaigns that you can find me tweeting about there. Favorite moment probably was the combination between Lucius healing wording him, getting back up, and nat 20ing the big bad. And yeah, it's pretty dope.
That was pretty dope. Casanova.
I'm Casanova. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter, Casanova Hots. My favorite moment, think it might be that, that gotcha bitch moment when I just knew he's up to some shit. I just knew it. But yeah.
Awesome. May.
I'm May. I am on Twitter at MaybeBuzz. Favorite moment, probably convincing horses to be our friends.
Mr. Tom.
Oh yeah, Tomster, Tommy Pickles.
Tom Star.
Tommy
Yeah,
Pickles.
Tom Star.
T Swizzle.
I am Tomster Hots on Twitter and Twitch. I stream 2 times every year, so make sure to check those out. Yeah, favorite part was definitely the Gavin coming and laying waste.
Gavin.
Gavin's nuts.
He's
Solid
going
part.
off. He's in the. He's flanking.
I actually flanked them.
Gavin on the flank.
He really did turn that because that Kella was just gonna take pot shots with sneak attack all day and then just got clubbed. Had to go.
So lit.
Well, I am Matthew Foreman. I am here. I am a member of Dice Priori, and I, stream D&D content. I am going to be on Variant Roles all day tomorrow, doing 3 different shows as a guest. So find me there. I'm going to be playing in their flagship Invisible Suns campaign. And just follow me on Twitter at Matthew Foreman. Thank you to my players. Y'all are lovely to DM for. I'm so glad we have this. And my favorite moment was trying to convince you guys to just ruin Nightstone with drugs. I live for shit like that. I was happy that I was both happy and sad that you said no. So
Part of me really wanted to. Don't worry.
good. I'm glad I read that correctly.
No, Aubrey still has the bag of it.
Oh. Alrighty, well, we'll see you all. Big Boy season will return in 2 weeks, and we'll see how the Dripping Caves goes. Bye.